Yo, today we're playing the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Spoiler, Sonic doesn't... Sonic? Spoiler, Sonic doesn't die. We start the adventure by getting on some rich-ass train and writing our name in a worse version of Comic Sans. I didn't even think that was possible. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ, what is this font? Jesus Christ, that font is worse than Comic Sans. Our character is the microwave guy, and we've got a menu consisting of 3 items. Chili dogs, ramen, and whatever the hell that is. We learn that it's the conductor's last day. Remember that. The gang shows up along with Knuckles and hands in their tickets. And then we find out, oh my god, guess what? That's Sonic the Hedgehog! Make sure to like and subscribe. Vector lost his ticket, so we had to help him find it. And we show our lack of human communication. Wait, Blaze is a cat. We show our lack of cat communication. As the friendly microwave guy, we are told to stay and protect the guests. Amy announces the roles, and if you want to find them out, either wait or download the game for yourself. It's free. We wait an hour before suddenly the train starts violently speeding up. And we black out. We find ourselves trapped in the closet, and Amy acts very suspicious. So now we have to gather clues to prove that she's suspicious. We found a dent in the cabin and a lever of some sort, which we later found out was Amy's hammer. Also, we're basically college students because we ate microwavable things all week. Now it's time to interrogate Amy. Think? Oh. This is actually pretty fun. After a quick repair, Amy uses her hammer to move the compartment, and we walk out to see Peter Griffin dead. Everyone thinks he's acting, but we find out he's not doing so hot and might actually be dead. But instead of calling for help, however, we just walk into the next compartment because no one actually gives a shit about Sonic in this world. We meet Tails and tell him that about Sonic, but he brushes it off like, oh, Sonic's a great actor. And we meet Knuckles inside the compartment who's refusing to give an alibi. So now it's time to find some clues, like a broken arcade. We got a little angry during that. 3 glasses, one with lipstick on it. Bro's probably drinking, that's why he, the arcade machine. And now it's interrogation time. We also learned that Knuckles was playing a game Vector when Shadow dropped by and showed them how to play. Rouge also showed up, and she was looking for something. Knuckles got mad when Vector beat him by 1 point, so he smashed the machine. For now, Knuckles is safe, but we leave the bar to the library. In the library, we find Amy, Vector, and some other guy. I literally do not remember his name, but he's a poet. Anyway, we are now searching around for clues that allow us to call out the murderer. They also mentioned what Finger said about Rouge, which was that she was like looking for something or something. We took a look at the lock, which had been locked by Shadow because he's the locksmith, which was strange. We also found a map at the library. Also, the books were labeled alphabetically except for one, but now it's interrogation time. Mystery Man over here got called out, and his alibi was his view was blocked from seeing Shadow because Shadow was apparently in that compartment. And he was behind a bookcase. Keep memory of this. Alright, time for a recap. So in the first car, Knuckles, Vector, and Shadow were all there playing in the arcade. Rouge was also there, but she was looking for something. Shadow had come through, but unknown guy hadn't seen him. Apparently he was out of sight and he was deep into reading. Anyway, we have to continue on to solve this mystery. We meet Rouge and Blaze in the casino. Rouge reveals that she's trying to get the Fabergé Chow egg. We also found out that she has blueprints to the whole train as well. But for some reason, we just played to help her with the heist. So here's how it'll go. Blaze will distract the guard by blaming the broken claw machine. Rouge will pickpocket the guard while he's distracted. Then I will make a scene by saying there was a cup without a coaster. I know, possibly one of the worst things that has ever happened ever in the history of humanity. But you know what? We're dealing with it. And then Tails has to fix some wiring on the elevator for some reason. I don't know why. We pull off the heist and break into the safe to find the egg. Rouge twists it and then it begins to tick like a bomb. But my smartass knew it wasn't a bomb, so we waited. So we waited for the ticking to stop. And lo and behold, it wasn't a bomb. We get the key and go into the next apartment. In the lounge, we find Amy trying to prove that Shadow killed Sonic. However, she wasn't able to conjure up evidence, so I don't. We find a dusty wardrobe that eventually leads to the library car. Keep in mind this. So there's like a running gag throughout this whole thing about like the trash cans and stuff, but we finally find evidence in the trash can. It's a printout of a website. Wow. We also find some keys, and now it's discussing time. You know, like from Among Us. Amy thinks Shadow killed Sonic because he was the closest and wanted to trap him, which really doesn't make any sense, but we can explain. With the wardrobe, he might have put Sonic's murder away from his car. He wouldn't be seen because that one guy was behind the shelf reading with the bookcase. We were also able to prove that he was giving his keys away. But there was a crucial flaw because there was still another car where he would have to get through. So it's kind of iffy. But then we realized that he wanted to just order a gift for Amy. So that's why he locked all the cars, which is dumb. So Shadow was innocent, and we moved on to the conductor's car. It was a wreck. We did find a robot arm in a vent that looks like one person could fit in it. Looks like the imposter is venting. I really tried. I couldn't hold myself. Oh my god. We also found a blow dart, which is kind of the final evidence we needed. We finally figured out who the murderer was. We gathered everyone in the compartment car for some reason, and through insane thinking skills, otherwise known as platforming skills, we discovered that the murderer was the one guy I don't know the name to. All the evidence lines up. He learned the secret passage through the blueprints, which Rouge confirms since she took it from the stuffed shelf. Now, it couldn't be Vector because Vector was in the other room with fingers. He memorized a whole book to give himself a clean alibi and used the air vents to get Sonic to the dining car. And he used the hands that were found throughout the train to get him into the dining car. However, a chunk of it is kind of inconsistent. But we did find out that the false information that Amy was given was because of this random guy, and he told a lie to her. And then we officially accused him. However, Sonic got up, and he explains that this whole train is a badnik. If you don't know what that is, it's one of Eggman's evil inventions. The arm itself tried to kill Sonic and leave the body in the dining hall with the Family Guy death scream. They also took the conductor as well, but he was never found. A man explains that he hit Sonic with a blow dart because those were the instructions. Man, they really missed out on a huge opportunity. They just used sleeping cream. Like, you should have used, like, I don't know, deadly poison? It was all the train saying this. And as soon as we start hitting it, it goes evil. And we can't keep our footing, and I get locked in the dining compartment with Sonic. Eggman comes on the TV and explains his plan that he's bringing Sonic or something like that with him, and he's going to build Eggman Land. He also explains that this train wasn't like his other minions, except smarter, and would want something more than his autograph for an award. And then he leaves. After a motivational talk, we were ready to bust to the front of the train. So we banged, bopped, booped, bonged, and smashed our way to the front of the train, where we took on the final boss and were finally able to save ourselves from the train. And then finally, the murder case was over. Amy's birthday, I kind of forgot to mention that, would continue on. We'd also meet the conductor's wife, and I mean, would. And everyone celebrated, and I stood there awkwardly as the credits rolled. Before signing off, I want to acknowledge that tomorrow is my channel's 1-year anniversary. Holy crap, we have grown this channel over a lot. We've grown this channel a lot over that 1 year. I know it's overdone and cliche at this point, but Thank you all for giving me motivation by simply watching these dumbass videos. Honestly, I remember back in like the first day where getting 6 views was impressive to me. And anything over 10 is still impressive to me. Staying consistent has been a struggle this year, I definitely know, but I think I found my footing and I'm ready to start making new videos for you guys. You know what? Have a good one, guys.